Just kidding, we're not doing this again. Yo, what's up, spaghetti saucers? Welcome back to Kirby Squeak Squad. Last time I didn't have very much to say, I guess. I forgot to turn my mic on. Because I was getting the music for, the sped up part of the final episode of 64, which, by the way, I forgot to add the music after the cut. That kind of happened. So, what was I saying? Kirby. Alright, yeah, so, I accidentally muted my mic, and my entire train of thought just gone like that. It was a very intellectual episode of Kirby Squeak Squad. I explained so much lore. There were so many jokes about Kirby killing gods for cakes, and you all just missed it. So, I'll use the important stuff. So I'm Green Kirby, because in this game you can actually change your color, which is one of the reasons it's one of my favorites. Just because it's cool. Also, I just realized Spark with this green Kirby, it works. Kirby is not necessarily incorrect for assuming that DDD is the one that stole the cake. As if you actually pause, you can see that it was a Waddle Dee that steals the cake. But, of course, we don't know what happens to the cake as of this moment. And, yeah. This is the second game developed by Flagship, and the last Kirby game, not only the last Kirby game, but also just the last game they ever made. Kind of unfortunate, but yeah. Alright, so then we have the Squeaks, of course. Spinny, he or she is fast, and Kirby's a ghost? No way. They're fast, so you commonly have to race them or get to somewhere before them, or, you know, stuff like that. Storo, the big guy, will be a boss fight. He's the guy you just saw. And then Doc, it's kind of like, he has like gimmicks. So like in the one level that we've had him so far, I like that the wheel changes color. The one level that we had him, he was just able to fly wherever he wanted and go through walls. But yeah. But like maybe here, I think this is the same one. But like sometimes he'll be like on a clown and he'll be taking the treasure, and if you don't get the treasure before him, or before he like makes the treasure go away, maybe that was a spinny mission, I don't know, I forgot. So this is a new ability which I like, called Bubble. Oh, that's another thing. So this bottom screen allows you to have bubbles, which do various things, which is pretty neat. It makes the game extremely easy, especially since if you combine literally any food item, you get a Maxim tomato, just like that. Here I can show off, or re-show off another new ability. Animal. I wonder if Animal is gonna reappear in Forgotten Land. Because, I mean, we got the Beast Pack, and, they're animals. Yeah, I don't know how I'm supposed to, do this. There we go. Yeah, I'll use a new color when we get one. Oh yeah, I'm just having to re-say things here, so I'm gonna forget, probably. I don't know if I'm going to do 100%. If I remember correctly, on my first playthrough of this game, I was able to get 100% without a guide. So maybe I'll just end up getting 100%. Since it hopefully won't be too difficult. Alright. Yeah, so, like, you can just, the worst ability in the game. Yeah, that's metal, or maybe it's ice, I don't know. No, ice would be an ice cube. Yeah, metal is, let's just say not the best Kirby ability. Also, yes, this is, unfortunately one of the Kirby games where getting hit once makes you lose your ability, which is, not very fortunate. Because you know how much I dislike that. But, I assume the level design at least complements it. It's not like, two. I feel like it's not every hit, though. I feel like I would be losing my ability more often if it was. Probably is, and I just haven't really gotten annoyed by it yet. And yeah, this is gonna be a lot of me alternating because I'm looking at two screens and, like, looking over better for content because, like, you can see that. And it looks like I'm actually looking at the game, but, yeah, I have it on the bottom screen and it's closer to me. Also, I can't, no, I want fire still. Oh yeah, I can. So, what was I saying? Already. You got me. I forget how this works. Does he have my treasure now? Well, they're just gone. Dang. I lost. Hopefully that treasure wasn't anything too cool. I kind of want to go get revenge. I just didn't expect Doc to actually be able to kill me. Doc has powers we are not aware of. Yeah, I don't remember what I was about to say. Oh, we get scrolls from the treasures as well, which will let us do certain things. Like, for example, there's a scroll for sword that lets you make a fire sword and stuff. What do we get? We got garbage. Nothing but worthless garbage. And now I've lost everything. My copy abilities. My treasures. I don't remember, like, how important the big chests always are. I should probably go get the big chest. Just to be safe. Also, this level only had one chest. I noticed that, it shows me. Right there. I agree. Alright, I bet it's that. They try to give you metal. It's a funny prank. Alright. Sword. Oh yeah, that... again, just oh yeah, because I have to explain all this again. This game runs on the same stuff as, same stuff. On the same, like, engine as Dreamland, Revenge, Nightmare, in the classic Kirby game. And, that means that... But you do get moves. That's another thing. You do get your moves back. It's not just this specific thing. And we got a new cutter school. Alright, I'm gonna go back and get this quick. You already know where it is, so I don't really have to show it, I don't think. Alright. Now let's see what was all important. It was the encoding overload. What was the all important large treasure chest? The whole time it was wheel ability. How do I check the scrolls again? No. The screen is so tiny. Like I said in Mass Attack, there's not really a good way. Oh, it just tells you what the enhanced abilities are. You can't actually see what they are. Alright. Fair enough, game. Keep your secrets. I mean, at least it was a scroll. If I remember correctly, the wheel ability, it's like, when you're on this type of terrain, the wheel will go towards that terrain. And like, yeah. The wheel will go with that terrain. So like, if you're on like a fire area, you use the wheel on a fire area, you become a fiery wheelie. A fiery wheelie. Ooh. Alright, well there goes my fighter. However, I can now have tornado. Yeah, oh, it didn't make a maximum tomato. I guess it is. You have to get certain healing items, but I guarantee if I can get more like that, can you combine, hold on. Can you combine food with an ability? No. I just don't remember what exactly you can do. Oh no. Oh, it was, oh. Alright, it just makes your cutter bigger. That's what I thought. Probably more powerful thing, I mean, giving me a more powerful cutter in World 2 is very cool. This cutter is a pretty good ability. I also definitely just missed something by not wanting metal. Imagine punishing you for not wanting to use the worst ability in the game. Alright, so here's like the stuff with spinning. So he already gets the treasure. So you gotta race him. And then you can go beat him up. Later, nerd. I want more colors. I don't really like this green one. Oh, beam scroll. Yeah. And we got a secret door key. Alright, like I said, or well, like I didn't say, I'm gonna be doing all the EX levels. I'll be right back. Alright. So yeah, I think that EX levels might, because I think this green, it's not really relevant. I guess Amazing Mirror, I probably could talk about it, but yeah, I might as well. So, in Amazing Mirror, you can actually fight Master Hand, and this enemy just completely reuses that sprite. So yeah, Master Hand is just in this game. Even the art, I think, is just an edited version of the Master Hand art. Like in the Robot stickers. I noticed that the GBA and DS games share a lot of music, like some more than others. Like I think this game has been a lot of music. It's kind of weird this move. You gotta press B before you get into the crouch mode. Also just slide. He dodged it. What a legend. Man, the touchscreen is really bad. Yo. He's just too good, man. I can't be bonkers. Alright, jump. Perish. There we go. This was the game that introduced the hammer flip. If I remember correctly. I think it is. Which, it's one of the reasons I played Superstar Ultra, despite, Superstar would have been more convenient. Because hammer flip is a cool move that does lots of damage, and I do enjoy power. We'll go bottom. That's fair. I don't know what these guys are, so 64 is over, I should be able to speak now. I went from not being able to speak to just last episode not speaking. Very unfortunate turn of events. Oh yeah, you can even keep like the lollipops, by the way. How long does it go for? Talk about low budget fights. No food or movies? I'm out of here. That was a reference. That's awesome. Secret map. Yo! We did it, gamers. We got more life. Alright, time to fight a mole. For Saul. Alright, well that's a new ability that I could show off, but also it's back. Oh, Tornado being overpowered is back. Tornado is back to its former self in this game. And guess what? There's even an upgrade we get later on that kind of breaks a major boss fight. But that's where the fun comes. And with that, I shall end this episode here. Hopefully I was actual, you know? Hopefully I actually was able to speak in this episode. But yeah, bye.